Okay, kita akan start. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. Let us begin our session today with Ummul Kitab Al-Fatihah. A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Maliki yaumiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Shiratal mustaqim. Shiratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim. Brothers and sisters of IIUM, thank you for your participating in today's online training session. For your information, we are online both via Zoom and YouTube channel. Please subscribe our channel to IIUM MSD Competency Development Channel. So as a kickstart for our HR knowledge sharing session, today we have our facilitator, Encik Mohamad Zaidy, Darapar, Senior Accountant of MSD, to brief us on HR payroll and financial procedure. Inshallah, we would continue the series with other topics later. Without further delay, I welcome Encik Zaidy to facilitate our session this afternoon. Please welcome.
Thank you, Brother Hakim. By end of this session, we will get some of view or better understanding on how the process of the payroll will be done every month. Okay. Okay, I go for the first slide. Okay, today we will share about the payroll process and procedures. Okay. Okay, the objective of this payroll unit. First, as we know, in payroll unit, we have a bank of data for staff from beginning until the last staff in UIA. So we need the personnel or the crew or the staff with the high professionalism to do this job. Okay, that's first our objective. And then our second objective is, as we know that payroll is one of the important element in our job in UIA. So we must have a reliable and agile system to do our payroll, and we can disburse our salary on time as the stipulated date that we have agreed and approved by top management. And then the third objective is we are in the IIUM. Alhamdulillah, we are already in Islamic culture environment. So we take this opportunity as ibadah, and we doing the job as ibadah, as what rector have explained to us this morning, based on khair. Khair mean that for as we as a khalifah, as we have an amanah, and we have to iqra, do a lot of reading to gain knowledge, and as a rahmatan lil alamin, mean to mercy to all over the world. Okay, that's our objective. And then we go for the function of PFSU. Okay, what is the function of PFSU? Okay, generally we are processing, monitoring, and maintaining the monthly salary for IIUM part-time and full-time staff as approved stipulated time. Okay, for your information, the stipulated time that we have is adopted by government circular, where it is issued by Accountant General, okay, from JPA, okay, and then we adopt that, and we get approval from the top authority of university, and then when we have that approval, then we disburse as stipulated and proof date that we get the approval. And then for second function is to process, monitoring, and maintaining the salary movement, claims, and deductions according to IIUM and government policies. Okay, we have to have two guidance from IIUM and also from the government. If we stuck with IIUM policies, we will refer to the government policies. And then the third one is processing and monitoring and maintaining the MSD financial activities according to IIUM and government policies also, where for your information, actually, for financial services, we are as a finance division zone 3, okay, mean that we also under finance division, okay. That's why we have to abide all the instruction from finance division also, especially for the financial activities. Okay, if we go to the UIA or IIUM website under MSD, PFSU is under corporate services, where under corporate services we have three other unit, and PFSU is one of them. Instead of data management, corporate services, and corporate strategy management unit. Okay, now this is our organizational chart for PFSU. Okay, under corporate services, we have led by Madam Khairul Baria, and then under that PFSU Payroll unit led by me, Mohamad Zaidy bin Darapar, and then under PFSU actually we divided into three subsections, where the first one is payroll processing unit, subunit. Second one is payroll related services unit, and third one is payroll financial services. Okay, I would like to introduce the crew. Okay, under payroll processing unit, we have Sister Salma binti Yahya as a senior assistant accountant, assisted by Sister Murni, accounting assistant. And then under payroll related services or HR, we have Brother Azman Asri as a senior administrative assistant, assisted by Sister Jamilah binti Ahmad Razali, and also assisted by Sister Nur Fahana Ilya binti Mazlan. Okay, for your information, now Sister Jamilah is on the maternity leave. She will in on early October, inshallah. So the job will be covered by Sister Nur Fahana. Also, if you can, if the staff cannot reach Sister Nur Fahana, also can reach Brother Azman or me for any assistance or any issue. Okay, and then the third unit, subunit is financial services, where we have Sister Nur Ashikin as assistant accountant and assisted by Sister Nur Farahani. Okay, we go for the first subunit where the payroll processing is. Okay, under this payroll processing subunit, we will process the salary for full-time and part-time as stipulated date or time that we have set. And also we process the claims and deduction. And then we will pay the payment to the statutory bodies. And then also we pay to the creditors. Okay, why that happened? Okay, I will explain later. Okay, for claims and deduction. Okay, for the claims, normally we will serve for overtime claims, extra hours claim, and then extra teaching claim, on-call claim, local claim, locum claim. Okay, and then shift allowance, statutory deductions, voluntary deduction, loans such as bureau and banks. Okay, for your information, banks we only serve two banks, Bank Islam and Bank Muamalat only. Other than that, we will deduct through Bureau Angkasa or cost share. Okay. Next, we will deduct for alimony or court order. I mean that this kind of deduction is we got the order from the Mahkamah or Mahkamah Syariah to deduct the staff salary to pay to their spouse or ex-spouse. Okay, depends on what the instruction is. Okay, and then next we have a deduction for associations or unions. Okay, now we have 4 associations in URA. That ASA, PMA, Kesatu, and Kurnia, and also Puspanita. Yes, and then other than that, we have a deduction also for PT, PTN, MARA, JPA, and also we catered for IIUM education deduction also. Okay, what is statutory deduction? Okay, statutory deduction is where deduction is compulsory for majikan or employer to deduct from the salary. This is this statutory deduction. We have to have a calculation in our system. They will calculate automatically in our system, such as EPF and so. And LHDN, if they reach to the eligibility, then the system will calculate for PCB. Okay, that one is statutory deductions. And then other than that, we have a voluntary deduction such as zakat. Okay, now we have a 4 zakat deduction. Zakat Selangor, zakat wilayah persekutuan, zakat Pahang, and then zakat Negeri Sembilan. Okay, for donations, we have IEF deduction, and IEF they have about for another donation, and then also for masjid, okay, for the mosque. Okay, other than that, we have a tabung haji deduction and SSPN deduction. Okay, this is maybe most of us know about this, but I just want to refresh. This is regarding our optional deduction. We can apply using this URIS for the optional deduction. We go to the URIS and go to the apply and optional deduction, where all the deduction as in the screen, alumni, endowment fund, mosque, Yapim, IEF, and then zakats. Before we have tabung haji, but we have a problem with tabung haji, so we stop that tabung haji. Tabung haji, for tabung haji deduction, staff can email us, but if they want to distribute the contribution to their spouse or their children, the staff must have to go to the LHDN and LHDN, sorry, for to tabung haji and stated what the amount to the tabung haji to the children, and then email to us the grand total only, and then we will deduct the grand total, and then the tabung haji will distribute the amount to the children or the spouse. Okay, this is about the timeline. This is very important actually for us to abide or follow the timeline. Okay, timeline, we have a deadline of submission, and then prepay of the salary run, sorry, and then final run, and then payday for salary, and then pay salary creditors. Okay, this one, all these are very important to us to run the salary. Okay, I give an example for August 2020 salary. Okay, for this August, the deadline of submission is on 5th of August 2020. Okay, and then on 7th of August, we will do a prepay. Why we do the prepay is to check whether the system is run smoothly, and we will double check all the claims and deduction that has been given to us, and then within that 1 week we will finish all the advice for claims and deductions, and final run will be done on 14th of August 2020. And then after final run, we will generate the tax file. Then the tax file will be sent to Finance Division, and Finance Division will take that tax file and process the transfer into the bank system. It is very important because before we final run and give the tax file to the Finance Division, we have to check the availability of money on that day. Okay, if there is no money, the payroll cannot be done. Okay, and then that is very important. We will check every time that. And then payday will be on 25th of August. This is our schedule for August. Okay, and then after that, after we disburse the salary, we have to the deduction that we did on the salary process, such as tabung haji, KWSP, LHDN, SOCSO, and other creditors, bank, bureaus, all that, we have to pay. Some of them we have to pay before end of the month, the same month, and then some of them we have to pay on 10th, and some of them we have to pay before 15th of the following month. Mean that if on the August, for the August salary, we will have to pay before 15th of September. And then this deadline we have to follow according to what the fund availability. If we pay beyond the stipulated date, we will be fine, especially for LHDN and then EPF. That we take care of that every time. Okay, and then for other than that, information for staff process, we also process the EA form. This is every year we will process on February. Okay, after all the we check with LSDN, we check with KWSP if there is no other changing on regulation, then we process. Okay, and then at the same time, we also process the yearly income statement. Yes, mean that yearly income statement. This statement will show the staff salary from beginning of the year until the current year. If we print the yearly income statement now, we can have the January until July. Okay, for 2020, if yearly income statement for 2019, whole year from January to December. And then that yearly income statement can be used for anything for particularly for LHDN. Okay, and then we process the payslip, and then payslip can be print up for every employee. The staff can print themselves the payslip, and then we also process the tax bond letter. Tax bond letter mean that to declare that the tax was borne by employee itself. So if there is any tax return, LSDN will pay directly to the staff instead of pay to the university. Okay, but this one not always we issue the letter. Okay, now I'm sharing the back the salary schedule for 2020. Now we just passed the July payment for salary on 23rd of July, and moving toward to August until December 2020. Okay, I share the date for August. The salary disbursement will be on 25th of August, and last submission must be on the 5th of August. And then for September, the disbursement of salary is on 24th of September. The last submission must be on 4th September. For October, on 26th of October, and then the last submission is on the 5th October. For November is 25th of November. The last submission is on 5th November. Okay. Normally it is 20 days, okay, of the processing. And for December, our salary will be disbursed on 17th of December because of Christmas on 25th. So we early about a week. Okay, and the last submission is on 27th of November. Okay, the question is, how about the 28th, 29th, and 30th of November if they do any overtime? Okay, you can claim on January. That maybe start from 27, 27, 28, 29, 30 can be claimed on January 2021. Okay. Okay, for second unit, second subunit for payroll is on financial services. This is just for MSD financial services, where we do as what the function of finance division. We do the budget, procurement, purchase order, payment, receipts, journals, and financial reports. Financial report we will do for any meetings or for audit report or for anything that we have to produce the report, financial report. Okay, other financial services mean that instead of operating account, we also taking care of trust account and internal sources, if any. Okay, and then we also do an advancement for MSD, also petty cash, traveling claim, computer allowance, and internal control for financial activities. And also we are as a asset license officer. Okay, all these services according to the financial policies and procedures and latest government circulars, and this is we are following the financial division procedures and also the OLA. Okay, just for information, this is financial portal. If we have we want to know the policies or financial policies, all that, we will go this finance division financial portal. Okay. Okay. The third function of under payroll unit, it is payroll and HR related, where the salary adjustment and recovery, fixed allowance adjustment and recovery, and salary activation and deactivation of salary will be done. Okay, why this happen? It is due to the new recruitments, promotion, change of title, unpaid leave, half paid leave, study leave, end of service. Okay, end of service, we have resignation, and then disease and termination, all that lah, will be affect the salary activation and deactivation. Instead of that, we following the instruction from the government also. If suddenly they government announce to pay a special cash assistance, then we have to process, and then we have to follow the also the regulation that given by government, such as 54 below, and then with the no discrimination, all that, and then the serve must be before or all over the year. Then we have to screening, and we have to tapis dulu, and then we will do the payment with the stipulated date that government given to us. Okay, for the special allowance, as we know what happened to our country, all over the world actually, for the COVID-19. So government have given the special allowances for COVID-19 for frontliners that have served to university. Okay, and then with that, actually, we have to abide to the KKM and then JPA and then KPT guidelines also, and then we can pay all the allowances to avoid any adjustment or any recovery, or we pay the right person lah. Can we say like that? Uh, okay, and then that's from the HR eligible ni lah. Siapa yang eligible, we can pay them. Okay, and then for second function of this HR related is RC. RC is annual salary increment. Okay, for annual salary increment, we have 4 times in a year. It is January, April, July, and August every year. October. So, okay, January, April, July, and October. Okay, for these 4 months, before we process the RC, we have to screen also and filter the data also. Okay. Okay. The eligibility is apa must be more than 60 marks, must serve more than 9 months a year in that year, and then serve the apa must be submitted. Okay, that's the important one lah. If not submitted, no RC. And then for the staff serve less than a year, there will be a special apa. Okay, that normally the staff who are less than a year lah, maybe 1 month or less than 1 month, then we have to do a special apa to give them an RC. Okay, and then if the staff is on study leave, the APR, academic performance report, must be submitted. And very important is asset declaration form B must be submitted also. If no asset declaration, no RC, and then if the staff submit late, we will pay on the date or the month that they have submitted. Let's say if their RC is on April, and then they not doing the asset declaration, and they just do on May, the April one we not pay, we just pay on the May. Okay. So the asset declaration for the new for the new staff, this is very important. If not, you not get any backdated. Okay. Please remind that. If for the officers, please remind the staff to do this asset declaration. If not, the RC will be affected. And then for second one staff, they have to give a report also for the performance report from the secondment organization. Okay, this one, non-rotational leave. Non-rotational SI. Actually, they have only three reason that we can pay their RC. The first one is if they follow their spouse, then we can, when they follow the spouse, there are no salary. Okay, so we consider as unpaid leave, but they eligible for the RC, but only maximum to 3 years. Okay. The second one is 3 approved sick. These 3 approved sick I remember. Okay. The first one, okay, this one we have 3. First one is cancer. Second one is tuberculosis, And the third one is leprosy. This penyakit normally will have a unpaid leave or sick leave more than 180, so long sick leave lah. But we give maximum until 3 years only. After that, no more IC, because these three sick leave very the sakit yang sungguh ni lah, critical, the critical. Okay, critical illness lah. And then for second month, we will give the IC as long they submit the report. Okay. And then for sabbatical leave, also if to process the IC, have to submit also the report. Okay. And then the last one is no disciplinary action. Okay. For no disciplinary action, actually we follow the instruction from OLA. If they just get warning or that, and then no say of stop the IC or that, we just follow, continue. But if the letter from OLA said that increment for particular year, then we not process the IC. Okay, depend on the instruction, 1 year or 3 years. Okay, and we will process that. Okay, for non and then we go to the next function of payroll is non-fixed allowance. Okay, this non-fixed allowance, we have many of them, and this one non-fixed allowance, actually we have a bundle of circulars that we have to abide. So if there any question or any doubt, you can call us, okay, anytime. Okay, we will explain, or we will give you the reason or what the closer of the circulars. Okay. Okay, for non-fixed allowance, we will pay the non-fixed allowance for fellow, principal, and handphone allowance, personal assistant allowance, academic administrative allowance, coordinator allowance for academic and admin, webmaster allowance, transportation allowance, post basic allowance, and etc. Okay, for the claims, we have also the warm closing allowance. Okay, this one also, for example, for this warm closing allowance, we cannot just give the allowance. It depend on where what country we go, and then they have a Saturn, Capricorn line. If we go to the we see in the globe, and above that or beyond that, then we can get that warm allowance, okay. And then after 3 years, okay, after 3 years in our non-fixed allowance form at the back. Okay, at the back we can see that. Okay, other than that, we have also the covering allowance, moving near house allowance, and outstation transfer allowance. All these claims have many closer to get these claims. Okay, for covering, moving near house, and outstation. If there is any doubt or question, you can come back to us later. Okay, in our MSD website, to print all this, to claim all this non-fixed allowance, we have to fill the form. Okay, if you not fill the form, we don't know what happened to others. So sometimes some of the staff, they said why not automatically, because we don't know what happened to the staff. We in Gombak, maybe the staff in Pago or Kuantan, we don't know they leave or not, when they start the resume their job, or that when they start their leave, we don't know. So to accommodate that, the staff itself have to fill the form. Okay, the form is as what in the slide. Go to the downloadable form in our MSD website. The left side, the extreme down. Okay, downloadable form. From that downloadable form, we can see the financial form, downloadable financial form. In that financial form, we can see the application for non-fixed allowance, notification to stock allowance, approval for covering duties, allowances for claim of outstation transfer, moving to new house, and then request to update personal data for income tax. This one also very important to tentukan you punya deduction for PCB lah. Ini penting lah. Kalau tak update, you punya children, anak, the tax will be higher lah. Walaupun boleh dapat balik setelah recalculate balik, tapi yalah, duit tu sepatutnya dapat awal tapi awak dapat kemudian, tentulah. And then refreshment order form, this also very important, because some of our canteen operator need this refreshment form. Then we can order the refreshment lah. If not, they don't want to serve us, because RSD have tetapkan benda ni lah. Okay, that's a good one to control our budget. Okay, and then overtime claim, and then extra our claim. This can be download in this from our financial form. And then driver special task allowance claim form. Ini untuk driver yang bawa kenderaan lebih daripada 4 jam sehari, can claim this form ikut dia punya ni lah time. Dia boleh proportionate. Okay, instead of daripada 100, 120, yes, RM5 satu hari lah. Dia tengok 150 lah. Nanti ada professional berapa jam dia buat dan berapa hari. Kita akan kalikan. Instead of 150, mungkin dia boleh claim 50 atau 100 lah, tentu. Contoh. Okay, this is example of the form for non-fixed allowance form. And then the right side is the back of the form. This is the guideline lah, dia punya guideline for the form. So at least we can know what is eligibility for you to for the staff to claim. Okay. And then for the at the left side, what kind of claim that you want to apply for non-fixed allowance. Okay, started from July, we have changed our system for BMMB to a new one. We use IBIS Muamalat, Internet Banking IBIS Muamalat. So the system have triggered, or the crediting time has been changed for Muamalat. The new time for crediting time for Muamalat is 7:30 a.m. during payday. Okay, the other bank will be 11 to 2 p.m. During a payday also. And then for BIMB remain unchanged. Okay, remain unchanged because, okay, just for your information, we just process the salary with two banks. Okay, Bank Muamalat and Bank Islam. Other than Bank Muamalat, Bank Islam, we will process through Muamalat, such as Maybank, Bank Rakyat, RHB, and other banks. We will process through Muamalat. That's we call IBG or other banks. That's why it's a bit late to process the other banks. Okay, from July lah, from July onward. So to the end of our session, this is our contact number and email can be see in this slide. And if you staff want to email us as a group, staff can email us on pfsu@iium.edu.my. We prefer staff to email through this email because this email will trigger all members in the payroll. So if one of us cannot miss your email, the others can read your email and remind the other members. Okay, I think that's all from me, and thank you for listening. And I hope we can get more clearer picture, although it is not very comprehensive, but just sharing some of our information. Okay, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Encik Zaidy, thank you for the sharing session. Maybe we have a question from the participant. Encik Zaidy, they have one question. Means no deduction application for LHDN? No deduction applicable for LHDN?
No deduction applicable
for LHDN. Question alone.
Okay. Okay, first question. Okay, for first question is I am staff eligible for government-based loan, example LPPSA, scheme pembiayaan perumahan. Okay, we pay the LPPSA, but actually most of the deduction for LPPSA is continuing from the old previous employer lah. Contoh macam KKM, and then dia minta pada LPPSA to continue deduction through UIA, and then LPPSA akan bagi advice kepada kita, and then baru kita boleh advice, boleh apa, continue the deduction lah. And then kalau katakan IIUM, boleh je cuba nak apa, pergi ke LPPSA, mana tahu kalau ada rezeki boleh dapat pinjaman, and then kita dapat advice, kita akan buat je lah. Jadi yang penting sekarang ni dapat ke tidak dulu LPPSA tu punya ni lah, loan. Itu terpulang lah pada LPPSA. Kalau dia luluskan, insyaAllah boleh dapat lah. And then kita just terima dia punya advice, kita akan buat. Kalau dia kata ditolak, terpaksa pakai bank lah macam biasa. Kena pergi ke Finance Division untuk permohonan loan. Sama jugalah dengan yang lain. And then second question, for loan deduction, does IIUM allow how refinancing with Bank Islam Mohamad? How to apply? Okay, ini sebenarnya untuk finance. Ini soalan ni sebenarnya kami ni sebagai pembayar saja. And then actually yang ni boleh tanya pada bahagian Finance Division, loan, bahagian loan perumahan di Finance Division. Nanti saya tak ada dia punya info sekarang ni. Nanti pergi di Finance Division punya website, pergi dekat bahagian perumahan, boleh dapat lah. Okay, the person in charge is Sister Razifah and Sister Wan Kamsyah. Nanti nombor dia ada kat situ lah. Nanti boleh berhubung dengan dua staff yang menjaga loan ni. Okay, third question. It is true if staff does not have EA form, injuries mean no deduction applicable for LHN. Jangan nak fahamkan dia. It is true if deduction does not have EA form, injuries mean no deduction applicable for LHN. Okay, staff kalau dia ada gaji, dia memang akan ada EA form lah. Staff memang, tiap-tiap staff memang ada EA form, kecuali dia dah berhenti pada tahun tu, memang dia tak ada. Selalunya pun kalau macam katakan dia berhenti pada 2019, memang dia dah tak boleh dah nak access pada 2020. Pasal apa dia dah berhenti. Dia akan emailkan kita, kita akan printkan dia dan email balik kepada dia. Itulah, itu yang selalu berlaku lah. So no deduction applicable for LHDN tu saya tak faham lah apa soalan sebenarnya. Tapi ada gaji memang ada EA form. Walaupun dia sebulan pun dia kerja, EA form boleh dikeluarkan. Tapi for next year lah. Pasal EA form selalunya dikeluarkan untuk gaji yang sebelum. Yang untuk current kita boleh keluarkan cuma yearly income statement saja. EA form tak boleh. Pasal apa? EA form kita boleh proses sekali saja setahun, dan itulah dia akan dibawa ke tahun ke tahun. Okey. Okey, soalan seterusnya, I see in KKM previous employer was in July yearly. I joined IIM September. When will be my RC in 2020 and following years? Okey. Dan September, kalau September dia akan pergi ke Julai lah. Dia akan pergi ke Julai. Kalau September dia pergi ke Julai, kalau dia masuk ke Oktober dia akan pergi Oktober. Kalau dia pergi November dia akan balik ke Oktober. Dia tengok sebelum the next RC. Katakan tadi September dia pergi ke Julai, kalau kata dia Oktober dia akan pergi Oktober, dia pergi November, dia masuk November dia akan pergi ke Oktober. Dia macam tu, dia akan tarik ke sebelum. Okay, is every staff eligible for claim for moving to new house? How much RM? Okay, yang ni eligible for moving new house ni Okay, so the spirit is new house, and then the new house you have to stay in the new house. Okay, the new house ni pula sebenarnya macam claim for moving to the new house, kita eligible-nya adalah apabila staff itu meminjam melalui finance lah. Dia kalau dia eligible dapat housing loan daripada finance, then they can claim for moving to new house. Pasal apa, sebelum kita nak bayar tu, kita akan minta kebenaran daripada finance division, tanya dia, adakah dia dapat loan daripada UIA. Kalau dia dapat, then dia eligible lah. Kalau dia tak, bukan, dia tak dapat. Itu sebagai, walaupun dia bayar untuk rumah, itu consider sebagai personal loan. Dia macam mana pun dia akan lalu ikut finance division dulu. How much tu dia ada table dia lah. Saya nak okay. Yang mana salam tentang claim bawah ni. Bawah ni. Bawah. Okey. Salam tentang claim new house, boleh jelaskan? Tak apa je yang boleh claim tu. Okey, saya dah claim, tadi claim new house saya dah explain. And then question 4, outstation transfer allowance. Who are eligible entitled to get the allowances, and it is permanent staff only. Yeah, of course permanent staff only. And then station transfer allowance ni sebenarnya dia ada dia ada syarat-syarat lah sebenarnya. Dia kena ditransferkan oleh majikan, bukan atas permintaan. And then kalau permintaan pun dia lepas 5 tahun, tu nak kena baca dulu dia punya ni lah. Dia kena apa? Kena tu, and then bagi kepada PFSU, isi borang tu, hantar ke PFSU, kita akan check eligibility lah. Pasal nak explain satu-satu dia terlampau banyak lah. Dia sebenarnya kita nak tengok, nak matchkan dengan eligibility tu. Moving to new house. And apa? And then okey, saya rasa itulah pada Noh Hidayah ni. Nanti email kepada PFSU lah. Nanti kami akan terangkan lebih lanjut lah untuk outstation transfer allowance ni. Dia kena matching apa sebab ditransfer tu. Adakah disebabkan terpaksa ke, ataupun perlu ke, ataupun atas kerelaan ke. Dan atas kerelaan pun dia ada tahun-tahun, berapa tahun, 5 tahun ke, 3 tahun ke, ada kesusahan ke, apa benda. Kita kena match semua kriteria sebelum kita nak bayar transfer allowance ni. Boleh email kepada PFSU lah nanti, Noh Hidayah . Okey, baru saya perasan Noh Hidayah ni saya kenal. Betul lah, dia permanent. Pasal Noh Hidayah adalah kontrak kan. Saya kenal. Okey, dia kena permanent. Okey.
Okay, alhamdulillah. Selesai. For the briefing session, so we will close our program with tasbih kafarah dan surah Al-Asr. Subhanallah. Okay, thank you.
Terima kasih.
So just for reminder, we Okay, so just for reminder, our next program, which is in 14 August for Tazkirah Series 3
Tazkirah.
and HR Knowledge Transfer. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Ini namanya Tazkirah ke? Tak dengar tu. Tazkirah.
Tiba-tiba kena hidayah. Okey juga saja.